So, since people don't like telling the truth and they want to block and shut down the truth, well, read the post, read what it says, and wrap your heads around the fact that what is happening to me and my children, when crimes are committed against children, families, by whoever, whether it be gang members, whether it be police officers, whether it be judges, whether it be state workers, whether it be their own family members, whether it be a teacher at school, like I said right there, who said, undress all the way naked or else you're not going home. And then when the family reports it, they take away your family and the teacher stays there and the teacher waves to you every day while your son and daughter are being told, that they're helping you, giving you therapy. So, until crimes that were committed against Ciabella, Mikhail, and Kenworthy are actually fully, duly prosecuted, as they properly should have been to begin with, saving Shaylin's life, my children are not getting help. They are not getting therapy, and they are not in a safe, psychological, loved, nurtured, cared for environment where they would be with me. Which is why therapists and lawyers and a lot is going on that a lot of people, you don't care to know, you don't care to look into. You're buying the crap online and you're continuing to spread the crap online. For certain people involved in certain situations that are going one way or another that could try to spin it, at the end of the day, if your community will not stand behind you marrying the woman in the situation that you lied to and put in the situation with me and Samantha, it's disgusting. That's where it all stops. It all stops. Because when I show the full orchestration, you may be able to be passed off as a child, but 6 degrees of separation and whether or not you actually can be put in the same room with David Blaine, lawyers, Harvey Weinstein's lawyers, all sorts of money lawyers, News Channel 12, who you are a recorded stating you supplied the cocaine to your friends who work there. So enough. Truth actually matters. The reason the housing bullshit, that was to try to sexually smear and threaten and blackmail me and my wife and put us into similar precarious situations that, as you could see, I do not lie and or engage in sexually assaulting someone. Those are where you step into fucking sex and war crimes. Because when you target a political activist with friends who work at a news station, with a community who also, David Blaine won't tell the truth and is being protected by lawyers and news stations. Yeah, we're looking at war crimes, people. So, now back to the war crimes involving my fucking children, who are being threatened, intimidated, witness tampered, and psychologically attacked. This is warfare. Psychological warfare that my children and me should not be enduring at all.
Hey, how you doing, Lee? It's Barry. Hey, Barry. Hey, how you doing, man? I was actually calling you. I wanted to reach out to you. I have the nurse here with me. I wanted to talk to you about, everything that's going on with Sia. More specifically, I know, she's been playing soccer.
They don't call me in the moment.
And she had something with her finger. She broke her finger. So I wanted to make sure you were fully aware of that.
Okay. Yesterday when you should have called and confirmed my visit as well, Barry. Heartless.
Specifically about what happened.
Is she okay? Or?
Yeah, she's good. Absolutely. And honestly, she just had a little splint on it from what I can see. It's her middle finger.
Gotcha.
She's okay. She wants to still keep playing soccer.
Yeah, of course. Did she have any goings on?
In other words, they need the parents' permission.
I'm going to let the nurse answer that part. Okay? So I'm going to just pass the phone over, okay, Lee?
Okay, cool, thanks.
All right, here she goes. All right.
Hey, Lee, this is Jackie Boy from the healthcare case manager for Sia and Kai. How are you?
Good, Jackie. I did need and want to talk to you about some of the other stuff.
Called her months ago.
I had called, and when I had talked to Barry today, I said, why don't I come over and we can have a conversation?
Months
because I said, I know
ago,
you did leave me a message the other day.
you were called.
So I hadn't been in the office. I had just got back in the office yesterday.
That's okay. No worries.
So what were your concerns? What's going on that you're concerned about?
I mean, ultimately, until the worker who sexually assaulted Ciabella McIsland is actually addressed, disciplined and or arrested and or something done, and an apology actually given to Cia. Because that's where we're all adults here, right? The worker is probably still on the payroll, and instead of protecting the criminal act that, however, whatever gray area we get into, it is illegal. The way it was done, it was illegal. We can move past the illegality of it, and however it gets dealt with internally between the state, between whatever, I really don't care. But my daughter and my son deserve an apology from that worker. You get where we are. Until that happens, and until
the one who criminally sexually assaulted them,
that she's carrying in therapy, of this woman getting away with it, us having a recording, and her mother ending up dead. We have not even begun therapy. For any therapist to sit there, and you have to hear this, for any therapist... Okay.
They both are in therapy, you know that, right?
I know that they are in therapy, but if we're not dealing with it from the proper angle, we're dealing with it with Sharon Dwyer's lies, where we're going to hear from both Phil Infante, Mike D'Arcangelo, and plenty of doctors very shortly, the actual trauma that was just inflicted upon my two children in that house. Let's take 2 steps back for 1 second. There are no pictures in that house of a full family, me, Shayling, and our children. There are no pictures of Shayling and her children in that house. So their parents are not being celebrated. No, but psychologically, I'm talking to the nurse right now, psychologically speaking.
I gave them pictures a few weeks ago because of this issue.
Yes.
So Barry, you're a liar.
I can tell you for a fact, I was there yesterday.
There are now, Barry, because we've addressed that, okay? We've addressed that over the past 3 weeks. There are now.
It's bad.
You see what I'm saying?
Yuri said it's bad.
That's horrible.
He looked at his nurse and said it's bad.
So, what exactly do you, like, they are both in therapy currently, so...
We could deal with that, if anything, a little bit down the road. I'll come up with, I'll talk to...
I just wanted to assure you that they are both in therapy and they are talking about what's been going on with that.
No, I understand. I do understand that they are in therapy and that the therapists haven't done an absolute horrible job.
They are being treated for it, so...
I'm sorry?
I just wanted you to know that they are being talked to and treated, you know, they are being...
No, they're being intimidated and
I
threatened.
understand that. But I mean, we also have to take this factor, and at any point in any time, for both of my children to be told that I need to be on medication I have not been on my whole entire life by any therapist, no,
You're
you're
threatening
crossing legal lines.
my
You're
children.
telling 2 children who I've raised. Hold on 1 second. These are people. Ma'am, hold on 1 second. These are 2 people. They are 2 beings. They are conscious. They cannot be whacked over the head and told your parents are something different than what has been raising them. Are we on that same psychological warfare page? Yes or no? Because I'm sure you wouldn't want your children sitting in a room with a therapist being told how shitty and horrible you are when you're not. Same page, both of you, please? Correct? Moving on. How's my daughter? She broke it. Did she go to the hospital?
She has been seen, so she went to the pediatrician, because when kids break things nowadays, they go to the pediatrician.
I've broken my fingers plenty of times.
And then they see the orthopedic doctor. So the orthopedic doctor did see her. He did put the splint on. She's going to be seen in another 3 weeks.
Gotcha. Is it a break in like 1 place or 2 places with the splint? One, okay.
One splint. It's only broken in 1 place, like the tip of her finger.
Gotcha.
It would only still be 1 splint since it's
She
1
cried
finger.
loud.
They're genius medical personnel.
They didn't even think it was broken at first.
That's Cia. Cia's got a pretty, Cia's a lot like Shay. She's got a real high threshold for pain.
Yeah.
Kai's a little bit more like me. I'll sit down and cry. But, okay, yeah, so, I mean, she's...
That's me trying to
you
make
guys
leverage
need my
of who I
permission
know
for
I'm
opinion or
intimidating
anything on
because
her
I'm more
playing soccer,
intelligent
I'm
than
more
them.
fine with her if she wants to. She's... Yeah.
Catching them in criminal activity.
Do you have any questions or concerns?
No. I know ultimately at the end of the day, my mom might be callous, cold, and psychologically heartless. She's gotten well past the point in both her and Barry's life that they ever would put their hands on children again. That ended with me and
Truth.
leaving and
Truth.
police officers telling them while I was 11, 12, and 13, cut the shit. These are friends of theirs. Cut the shit, or else we're taking girls while they were young. Reports, of course, with military and police families not filed. That's why I moved. That's why I lived with grandmothers and friends and couches, and then paid for my own Queen of Peace high school tuition, apartment, and car insurance. Come on. The 16, 17, 18 years old, paying close to $10,000, $15,000 to get a diploma, an actual high school education, so that on my job things, at least I could say, no, sir, I paid for that, I did that. As soon as I can afford college, sir, I'm going to be going to college, sir. Please give me this job, sir. Because I didn't have family to go back to. I knew at 16, 17 what the fuck a shelter looked like.
Right, so
You get what I'm saying? So, drugs, this bull, no.
Hey, Lee.
Yeah,
So you have the psychological evaluation for Monday.
Yeah.
So make sure all this that you're saying to us, make sure you relay that to Dr. Bramline too.
I will. I definitely will. I'll bring some stuff and the numbers for everybody.
How much you want to bet that doctor cancels now that his name is out in the public? He doesn't want to be criminally complicit or involved in this crime at all.
They shouldn't be steering the ship of someone else's opinion. That's how we end up in waters that, it's not doing anything for my family. It's not doing anything for my kids. At the end of the day, Barrett, you've heard me say plenty of times, and I've said it to Mike D'Angelo, and I've said it to other therapists, and they've said it back to me. How the hell do you even build a relationship with your family and do this to you and your children again and again?
How's the therapeutic visitation going with the kid?
It's going good. It's going good. I mean, it's short and it's cold and it's
Torture.
me and the kids don't deserve this. You get what I'm saying? At the end of the day, the police and DCP&P showed up with an illegal assertion. Manchester police in the lawsuit, they've already decided they're cutting your throats in that lawsuit. They were given false information. They based their every action and move off of the false information. You showed up at the house saying that I am off medication. There's closed litigation. There's judicial decree. You guys broke the law. You know what I'm saying? So let's not pretend me and my children are being tortured each day that this goes on. So wrap your heads around that and try to figure out how to quickly put me and my children back together. Because just think about two kids that know that their mother was threatened with their father, with the gun, false arrest. We begged a police department. We begged DCP&P for help. That's also recorded back. And then you still came after us for another 2 months after Chilling was killed by 2 officers. That's what those 2 children are carrying around. So what do you think right now psychologically? You telling them that they might be adopted by a friend of the officer who could care less and has literally called their mother a spick. Where in the world are you? Stop this. I'm begging you.
Okay. So Lee, alright, so you have your evaluation on Monday.
I'll definitely do that. I'll
Care less.
And Lee, just next time for next week, if you can't reach me, just call the main office.
Like that cop in PA, right? It's not happening in my case. But then the other cop in PA said what?
Dude,
There's plenty of Sandusky cases out there. I'm a dad.
It's work, because I didn't really, you know what I'm saying? I was in the court for a second. Tim had a bunch of other stuff that he was doing in federal court, so it was... I'm making moves, so people are getting pulled into all sorts of courts and getting asked all sorts of questions everywhere. You have judges who, again, Barrett, from a litigator, look this up. A judicial decree stating closed litigation. There's no double jeopardy in any court in this land, guys.
Okay, so Lee, what I need you to do is, I emailed over that 5A form.
I got it. I saw it. I'll fill it out. I might just go totally represent myself, so I'm still going back and forth. But if I'm gonna fill it out, you'll have it by Friday.
Okay, all right, that sounds good, Lee. So I'm gonna let you go, okay?
Okay, cool. Thank you guys so much. And Telsey, I love her. I hope she kicks some butt on the soccer field.
Okay, I got it.
Okay, I love him.